Hello everyone, welcome to True Crime and Tarot. I am Natalie, and today's case that I'm going to be talking to you about is Tara Faye Grinstead. So about Tara then, about her background. So she was born on November the 14th, 1974. She was an American high school history teacher that was from Ocala, which is in Georgia. And she had gone missing on October the 22nd, 2005, and she was declared dead in 2010. On February the 23rd, on 2017, there was a press conference that was held by the Georgia Bureau of Investigation, which they are called the GBI. They are formally announcing that there's a tip that had been received that led to the arrest of a Ryan Alexander Duke for Grinstead's murder and also concealment. On March the 3rd, 2017, an additional arrest was publicly made in public connection with Grinstead's disappearance when Duke's former classmate, Bo Dukes, which is not a family relation, was charged with attempting to conceal a death and hindering apprehension and tampering with evidence. Tara had disappeared on October the 22nd, 2005. She is an American and her education was a Middle Georgia College, Valdosta State University, and her height at the time of her disappearance was 5'3" to 5'5". So more about her early life then. So Grinstead was born November the 14th to Bill and also Faye Grinstead, and they did call her Nee Bennett. She had one sibling, which was Anita Grinstead, and there was a native of Hawkinsville as well, which was in Georgia. Grinstead had won the title of Miss Tifton in 1999, and she had competed in the Miss Georgia beauty pageant, and her winnings was from the pageant and many others that she had entered that helped her pay for her college. Grinstead had graduated then from Middle Georgia College in Cochran, and in 2003 earned a master's degree in education at Valdosta State University. So in 1998 she had begun teaching history at Irving County High School in Ocala. So more about her disappearance now. So on October the 22nd, 2005, the night before her disappearance, Grinstead had visited a beauty pageant for which she was a coach to try and coach the young contestants, and attended a barbecue then on October the 24th on the Monday morning. This is where she did not show up then for work, and her co-workers decided to go and call the police. So the police had went to the home where she had lived alone, and they found that Grinstead's cell phone was still inside the house, and her car keys was also gone, and her purse was gone, but her car was also still outside at this time. So the local police then immediately called into Georgia Bureau of the Investigation, which is the GBI, feeling that something was wrong and that the case was beyond the resources of a small town police department at that time. The GBI then had found that there was no signs of any forced entry, no sign of a struggle, and Irving County High School Principal Bobby Connor then was quoted by the Atlanta Journal for saying the Constitution, we're a small community and this has really touched home because it is something that you read about happening elsewhere and not here. This is someone with a tremendous magnetic personality, and the kids just love her and love being around her. The investigation in 2008, where Grinstead's case received renewed attention that had come in, and this was with the report on the CBS News show, The 48 Hours Mystery. So, which noted that the similarity of Grinstead's disappearance to that of another young woman, Jennifer Casey, in Orlando, in Florida, 3 months later. In connection with that, in the 48 Hours story, the police revealed that they had found DNA on a latex glove that was found in Grinstead's yard, just a stone from a front stop. And according to the interview then with that of Gary Rothwell of the GBI, Rothwell did not identify as a suspect the person whose DNA was found in the glove, but he said that the person could help lead to the break-in of the case, and we believe it is a critical element to solving the case. Rothwell said that the DNA has been analysed and that the agents known it is a actual man's DNA that they had found, but they haven't identified this man as of yet. So over the course of the investigation, he said that the agents have compared the DNA to dozens of men who knew Grinstead or who was associated with her at that time. And none of them had matched. So the DNA also had been entered into the Georgia and national databases, but still there was no matches. In February 2009, videos had surfaced on the internet featuring a self-proclaimed serial killer, dubbing himself the Catch Me Killer. The man in the videos detailed what he claimed to be his 16 female victims, and one of those women was determined by the authorities to be Grinstead. Although the man's face and voice were digitally obscured, the police had eventually determined the video creator to be a 27-year-old Andrew Haley. So a police investigation revealed that the videos to be part of a bizarre, elaborate hoax, and Haley was ultimately eliminated as a substantial lead in Grinstead's disappearance. In 2011, the chief GBI investigator said that this case has never gone cold, adding that the leads still come in on a weekly basis. Running from 2016 to 2017, the Up and the Vanish podcast was credited by the officials and also some of the media. And there was also for helping shed new light on the evidence and reigniting the public interest in this case. On February 23rd, 2017, the GBI announced that they had received a tip that led to the arrest of Ryan Alexander Duke for Grinstead's murder. About 3 years before Grinstead's disappearance, Duke had attended Irwin County High School, where Grinstead was employed as a teacher. And according to the warrants read in the court, that Duke burglarized Grinstead's home, and when she caught him in the act, he had gone and strangled her and also removed her body from the house. Another arrest on March 3rd, 2017 was made public in connection with Grinstead's disappearance. Bo Duke, a former classmate of Duke with no family relations with each other, that was charged with attempting to conceal a death, hindering apprehension and tampering with evidence. Grinstead's sister Anita Gattis said that this has been known as Bo Duke's family for years and never connected him with any part of her sister's disappearance. The legal proceedings in August 2017, a grand jury had filed 4 new charges against the Dukes. 2 counts of making false statements, 1 count of hindering apprehension of a criminal, 1 count of concealing the death of another. And these additional charges was based on a Wilcox County indictment stating that Dukes had lied to the GBI official who had questioned him in 2016 concerning the disappearance of Grinstead. And after Duke and Bo Dukes were arrested, the Irwin County had a judge, Melanie Cross, that had issued a gag order prohibiting anyone that is involved in the case from talking about it in order to protect Duke's rights to a fair trial. Georgia television stations WMAZ and WXIA challenged the order in the court, and the judge Cross relaxed the order, but still restricted the public commitment and commenting by anyone that was working on the prosecution of the defence. And the court staff and the current and former police officers on the case, WMAZ and WXIA, again took this order to court to try and see things through. And the Supreme Court of Georgia in October 2017 also. So in March 2018, the gag order was tossed out in a unanimous opinion. So the trial then of Bo Dukes began on March the 19th, 2019, and he had been found guilty for his role in helping cover up a murder and was sentenced then to 25 years in prison. On March the 22nd, 2019, Ryan Dukes' murder trial was set for April the 1st, 2019, but the Georgia Supreme Court then delayed the trial of March 28th, 2019. This had been after Duke's lawyers had contended that they were unconstitutionally denied funds for experts to try and testify on Duke's behalf, and the trial began on May the 9th, 2022, and at the trial Duke had pleaded not guilty to the murder and blamed Duke for the killing. On May the 20th, 2022, Duke was found not guilty of murder, aggravated assault and burglary, but guilty of concealing a death. 3 days later, Duke was given a maximum sentence of 10 years in prison. Tara was last seen alive in October 2005, leaving a cookout in her Georgia neighborhood. So this is what I could find so far on this case. In fact, it is a pretty big case in some parts of with these cases going on. So this is where I decided to do a tarot card reading on this case to see what is what and see what things actually come out. So there is 4 things that I actually asked, and number 1 was, what happened to Tara Faye Grinstead? 2, who was involved in the disappearance of Tara Faye Grinstead? 3, where is Tara Faye Grinstead? And 4, what is the final outcome to be for Tara Faye Grinstead's case? Number 1, what happened to Tara Faye Grinstead? Okay, so the first card that actually came out was the Chariot card. So there was a journey by a vehicle. It may have been a vehicle trouble that was also involved as well. There was some action that was taken with some willpower, determination. There was some involvement with placing in some boundaries, and someone tried to distract Tara at this moment. Justice card. So there was some legal involvements that was going on with the law, with the police, with they was trying to find some truths of what was going on. Reverse 10 of Pentacles. Someone wanted more wealth, more of something due to never feeling very satisfied with what they have. There was some challenges and some setbacks they had been going through at that time. They had a possible relationship or a job that was at risk. Reverse World. There was a personal issue that needed some closure and needing to try and move on. Page of Cups. There was an opportunity that came out of the blue, and this person had been very, very curious. Queen of Pentacles. So there was a female that may have been Tara, that was a very nurturing woman that had a full-time job that had contributed to her family. She gave a lot of support. She was very generous to people, and she was very stable and independent. Reverse Five of Pentacles. There was an end to difficulties. There was also being isolated and being put alone. There was also some worries over some finances and some money situations as well. Seven of Pentacles. There was a lot of energy that was being put into something that they wanted to invest in, and having some good results in it. There was hard work that was being paid off, but was feeling a lot of frustrations around the situation. So who was actually involved in the disappearance of Faye Grinstead? And we had the Queen of Pentacles. So there was a nurturing female that may have been Tara, or it may have been another female that was very supportive, generous, and also had a full-time job. Reverse Empress. So there was a female that may have been Tara again, or it was another female that was very overprotective, codependent, controlling, lacking a lot of body confidence, lacking other things that was going on, and this person could be a bit too motherly also. The Knight of Wands. So there was a young male who had some action regarding his passions that brought what he wanted into reality. He went in for it. He went into the unknown territory, being very bold, very courageous, didn't care about what danger or whatever was in front of him. He just went on with it. And it caused a lot of thrill, a lot of excitement about the unknown, whatever was going to come on. So then we had the reverse Seven of Wands. So there was a lot of pressures that was weighing someone down, leaving them to be full of doubts. They kept fighting for what they thought was actually right. Someone kept questioning them on their actual choices, on their decisions in life. Strength. There was a confrontation and trying to tame Tara. What they tried to do was, Tara was shouting, trying to get some help, is what I'm getting from this as well. So they tried to tame her, trying to stop her from shouting or trying to seek any help. There was a lot of determination, trying to calm things down, trying to calm Tara down, because someone tried underestimating this person's capabilities at this time. Reverse Knight of Swords. So there was a young male who was very restless, very frustrated because he wanted to take action, but someone or something kept holding them back. So they decided to act very irrationally, very impulsively, and their thought patterns at the time was obscured, it was scattered. They just didn't know or didn't realize what they was actually doing. But it was just all going so fast. Justice card. So there was a legal situation that was involved where the police was finding things out, finding some truths. There was also finding out about actions and responsibilities, and to try and get this person to take accountability for what they had done. And they was trying to seek some justice for it to be served for Tara. Nine of Pentacles. There was a lot of hard work that was being paid off. There was also trying to enjoy something, enjoy the moment. There was a lot of peace of mind and also the form of contentment that was involved as well. Where is Faye Grinstead? And we had the reverse Hangman. So there was being very stuck, being restricted due to others. Nine of Wands. There was adversity. They needed to try and stand strong, but was very resilient. She was trying to do whatever it took to try and be free, trying to get from whatever situation she was involved with. There was a lot of struggles that she was involved with and being weighed down with at this time as well. There had been a lot of jealousy that was involved as well. Reverse Wheel of Fortune. So bad things was at play. Someone was doing something They was being negative. So something was just waiting to happen. It was that sense of it. So bad things was actually at play. There was the need to try and take back control of their life. They was hitting rock bottom and feeling like as if they was always under attack at this situation. Reverse two of Pentacles, there was a struggle to try and maintain things. There was a lot of stress. There was also being alone, feeling forgotten, and also saying enough is enough. You know, whatever is happening, it shouldn't be happening. It shouldn't be going that way. Reverse Magician, there was a struggle and being manipulated and being tricked by someone as well. And something didn't go as a person planned. It went a bit off course, so to speak. The Tower card. So there was something that was very catastrophic that had happened, and it happened all so quick. It was very unexpected. There was no escaping it. There was also involvements of some form of truths being revealed as well. Reverse Queen of Swords. So there was a female that was very emotional who put her heart over her head at this time. Someone had been dominating Tara at this time and negatively affecting her, and they became very cold-hearted, very resentful, and they ended up isolating her from the world. Reverse Sun, there was a lot of struggles, being very sad, being down, being depressed, and having everything just come out of nowhere in the bad way possible, so to speak. Reverse Three of Swords. So there were words that were spoken that had a very big impact on someone, and it was very painful, a very painful experience, and was feeling very hurt. There was peace that was tried to be made. There was some peace words spoken, but there was like that form of an apology trying to come across, but there was also regrets involved with that as well, and things just didn't go right. Everything just went so fast in a bad way. King of Wands. There was a older male who was very fiery. He was charismatic, who was trying to support Tara to try and find her alive, you know, is like a fatherly figure I'm getting from this person. Also, justice had come out again, so there was a legal action being taken, trying to find Tara, trying to bring justice to her situation. Six of Cups. So where she is, there is a sense of happiness. There is a sense of happy memories, childhood memories, connecting with people, connecting with loved ones, cooperating, starting afresh and being free. But I'm getting that like a mixture of emotions before something bad happens to someone. So it's like when something happens to someone, everything comes flooding to them, and they're just thinking about all the happy memories that is that they have been living in life, is all coming to them. And then we have, what is the final outcome to be for Tara Faye Grinstead's case? And we had the King of Cups. So there is an older male who may be a father figure that had a smart decision, that is becoming very level-headed about something, and putting some boundaries in place. They tried approaching things in a calm and collected manner, and is trying to control his emotions, and trying to be level-headed with people that is on about Tara's case and trying to get justice for her. So they've been level-headed about that, not to be explosive with their behaviour and their emotions. They just trying their best to keep things together. Ten of Wands, there is to be a lot of things to go on that is involving burdens, responsibilities. Things are to get very tough, but there is also extra hours that is going to be put into Tara's case as well. We have the Sun card, so there is to be happiness, there is to be contentment, there is to be success coming in. Judgment, there is to be trying to rise above people and trying to be getting on with one's life. There is something major big coming in, some major life change. Reverse Empress, there's a female that is too motherly, that is overprotective, codependent, controlling, that has a form of involvement in this case. Reverse Moon, there is some fears that is going to be mentioned due to a lot of negative influences that is involved in the case. Reverse Two of Swords, so someone is to face a difficult decision that is involved in not knowing which action or direction to take in this case. There is a lot of third-party involvements that is coming in that are going to be refusing to see a situation from another angle, so to speak. Reverse Hierophant, so someone is to be guided to go on their own path and to do what they think is best in the case, and there is the not needing anyone's approval, just going in, just diving into the case to try and get results, try and get justice, and trying to find Tara on their own backs. There is also going their own way, as I said. There is to be changes to be made. There is a lot of other involvements coming in with the authorities. There is also to be involvements with conflicts with some parents as well. Maybe the authorities and the parents of Tara is going to be at a brink, so to speak. So like where things are not going quick enough, or not going fast enough, or not going in one direction, where the parents are saying, why don't you try this, and like the police are not focusing on that, so to speak. So they are thinking, right, we'll just take it in our own hands and we'll deal with it, you know. So that is something I can see happening as well in the case. Six of Swords, so there is to be a movement over water. There is to be some acceptance to change as well. Things are going to be leaving the past behind. Hermit, there is someone who is to go soul searching, to try and withdraw from people, to evaluate things on their own terms for a while. Reverse Queen of Wands, there is a female who is to become very introverted more than usual, as she is normally a social butterfly. She's always out in the media speaking and talking, but she wants to withdraw for a while. She wants to have that sense of me time, or be with family, close-knit family, and talk about things that way. There is also trying to have to rebuild herself as well. We have the Lovers card, so there is to be a couple that is trying to work on their relationship. There may be a rekindling involvement here. There is a strong relationship that is involved in this case for some big significance as well. Reverse Ace of Wands, so someone is to have an idea but is to be uncertain of what form is going to take and how it's going to manifest into reality. There is to be a struggle due to not knowing what one person wants. There is to be a lot of contemplating things. There is to be a lot of patience, a lot of waiting, and just waiting for that best opportunity to move ahead with something. Reverse Seven of Wands, there is to be a lot of pressures that is to be weighing someone down. There is also leaving themselves with a lot of doubts, feeling exhausted, or things are just exhausted within researches and just searching and searching and searching for answers. So there is a lot of exhaustive researching that have been done, and there is a lot of fighting very strong, and not going to change anything just to please others, just going to do things themselves. Ace of Cups, there is to be some form of an invitation coming in. There is to be a new possibility and an opportunity that is to be coming in the case, which is going to give some form of relief for some people, but also the sense of go in a good direction. The case is going to finally go in a good direction. Okay then everyone, so that is what I have for the case and this video of Tara Faye Grinstead. If you enjoyed my videos, please like, share, subscribe and hit that notification bell. And until next time, take care. Bye bye.